Have you ever felt the sting of being overlooked, rejected, or underestimated by those around you? It's a painful experience that we've all faced at some point in our lives. When people fail to see your potential, it can feel like you're invisible, like all your hard work and dreams don't even matter. But what's worse, sometimes those who should have been your biggest supporters are the very ones who turn their backs on you. It's easy to believe that their doubt somehow reflects your worth. But let me tell you something, it doesn't. That feeling of abandonment or rejection can break your spirit if you let it, but you have to realize something important. Their failure to recognize you isn't your failure. Think back for a moment. Can you remember a time when someone underestimated you? Maybe they dismissed your ideas, ridiculed your efforts, or ignored your dreams. It didn't make you question your value, but let me ask you this, did their opinion of you truly define who you are? No, not even close. The truth is they couldn't see your potential because they were too busy looking at their own limitations. So instead of wallowing in that pain, it's time to use it as fuel. Don't let others' doubts become your reality. You are not what they think you are, and you will prove that to the world. It's time to take a hard look at why those people walked away or turned their backs on you. The truth is, it wasn't because you weren't good enough or because you didn't deserve to be supported. No. The reality is much simpler. They walked away because they didn't see your potential. They couldn't recognize the strength within you because they were too busy focused on their own limitations, fears, or insecurities. Their doubt is not your burden. It's not your job to carry their failure to see what you're capable of. Think about it. Why do you think they left in the first place? Was it because they thought you weren't worth it? Or was it because they couldn't see the greatness you carry inside? If you're brutally honest with yourself, they walked away because they were stuck in their own small world, unable to see beyond their own fears. This is where you get to make a powerful decision. Will you carry their doubts with you? Or will you let them go? Understanding that their actions had nothing to do with your worth. You are not defined by their perception of you. You are defined by your own actions and your willingness to rise, even when others walk away. Now let's talk about the ultimate form of revenge, success. You've heard it before, but it's time to truly internalize this powerful truth. Success is the best revenge. When those who doubted you see your rise, they'll realize just how wrong they were. But here's the kicker, by the time you've achieved success, you won't need their validation anymore. You'll have grown, changed, and evolved into someone who doesn't rely on anyone else's approval to feel worthy. The most empowering thing you can do for yourself is to prove to yourself that you can rise above the noise. Success isn't about rubbing your victory in their faces. It's about showing yourself that you are capable of more than they could ever imagine. They didn't believe in you. So what? You don't need them to believe in you anymore. You've got something they didn't see. And that's your inner strength, your resilience, and your commitment to moving forward, no matter the obstacles. Every time you make progress, you're proving that they were wrong, not just to them, but to yourself. And that, my friend, is the most powerful form of success. Let's talk about resilience, the key to your comeback. Life is hard. You will face setbacks, disappointments, and failures, but none of that defines you. What matters is how you rise after each fall. Because let's face it, there's no quick fix to success. It's not about shortcuts or easy wins. It's about persistence, grit, and the ability to keep moving forward when everything in you wants to quit. The strongest steel is forged in fire. Think about that for a moment. Steel doesn't become strong by avoiding the heat. It becomes strong by enduring it. The same is true for you. Every setback, every rejection, another moment of heat in the furnace that will shake you into something unbreakable. Resilience is about pushing through even when it feels like you're stuck. It's about refusing to let adversity define you. Instead, you let it reshape you. When you embrace resilience, setbacks stop being obstacles. They become opportunities to grow, to learn, and to become the best version of yourself. Let's set the record straight about success. Success is not about external validation or proving your worth to others. Success is an internal achievement. It's about the progress you make, the lessons you learn, and the person you become in the process. Too many people waste their time chasing after approval, seeking validation from the outside world. But success doesn't need permission. It doesn't need anyone's approval but your own. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. All you need is to focus on your own growth and your own journey. So stop seeking approval from others. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that you've made it. You are already enough. Success is about defining your own path and staying true to your own values. When you shift your focus from seeking validation to pursuing growth, everything changes. You'll start to see success not as something external, but as a reflection of the strength, resilience, and commitment you've shown to yourself. Keep moving forward, keep pushing. Your success is yours to define. You ever felt the sting of someone's judgment or the weight of rejection? It hurts, doesn't it? Being underestimated can leave you feeling small, like your efforts don't matter. But here's the truth, your pain doesn't have to define you. It can fuel you. It can push you to places you never thought possible. What could you achieve if you turned your pain into purpose? What could happen if you took every harsh word, every doubtful glance, and channeled it into your drive to succeed? Those who underestimate you only give you the motivation to show them what you're capable of. They've handed you a tool, a source of energy that you can transform into something powerful. The negativity you face can become the fire that drives you forward. And instead of allowing their doubt to weigh you down, let it be your launch pad. Your pain can become your power if you choose to let it. Every obstacle, every setback can be turned into a lesson that propels you forward. Use your struggles to shape your future. The moment you shift your mindset and decide to turn pain into purpose, you take control of your own narrative. Don't let anyone else write your story for you. If you want to succeed, you have to be persistent. You've heard it before, but let it sink in. Persistence is the key. Too many people give up when they hit their first roadblock. They want quick results, easy wins. But real success is built on effort that doesn't stop when things get tough. Think about the people who've achieved greatness. Do you think they got there by taking shortcuts or giving up when it got hard? Absolutely not. Their perseverance was the reason they succeeded. Whether it was Thomas Edison failing thousands of times before creating the light bulb, or athletes facing countless setbacks before reaching the top, they all had one thing in common: persistence. The longer you stay in the game, the closer you get to proving them wrong. Every setback is just another step on the road to success. And the more you endure, the stronger you become. Your persistence will become your greatest asset. It's what separates those who quit from those who conquer. Don't let challenges make you shrink. Use them to make you grow. Picture this, a future where your success knows no bounds. No one's judgment, no one's doubts can hold you back. Can you see it? The life where you control your destiny, where you've proven your worth not to others but to yourself. The only limit to your success is the one you place on yourself. That's it. The only thing holding you back is the belief that you can't go further. But guess what? You can. You are capable of achieving everything you want and more. The power to shape your future is in your hands right now. Imagine waking up every day knowing that you are in control. You're not living under anyone's shadow. You're the one calling the shots, making the decisions, and taking action. The story of your life is still being written. You're the author and you hold the pen. Don't let anyone else's limitations define what you can achieve. Break free from their expectations and build a future that's entirely your own. The possibilities are endless if you choose to believe in them. Let's talk about something essential for your success: self-belief. Without it, nothing else matters. Your self-belief is the engine that drives everything forward. It's the fuel that powers you when everything else feels like it's against you. If you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect others to believe in you? Ask yourself, how can you expect to succeed if you don't have the confidence to take the first step? Self-belief is the foundation of everything. It's the starting point, the cornerstone that supports your entire journey. When you truly believe in your own potential, you unlock doors that would otherwise remain closed. You have everything you need inside you. You are your biggest asset. Your belief in yourself is what will propel you towards success. No one else can give it to you. It's up to you to cultivate that belief, to nurture it and let it grow. So what's holding you back? Start by believing in yourself today and watch how your life begins to change. Take a moment to look in the mirror. What do you see? Do you see someone who believes in their own potential? Or do you see someone struggling with doubt, questioning their worth? Self-belief isn't about arrogance. It's not about pretending you're perfect or invincible. It's about recognizing your own worth and understanding that you have the power to achieve your goals. If you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. The mirror test is simple. How do you say yourself? Your belief in yourself is the most important thing you can hold on to. It's what drives you, it's what pushes you. It's what will ultimately get you where you want to go. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, change it. You have the power to. Believe in yourself and others will follow. Let's talk about doubt. Something we all face. Self-doubt creeps in, especially when things get tough. It's a natural part of the process. But here's the reality: doubt kills dreams, but belief brings them to life. Yes, you will have moments of doubt. Yes, you'll question yourself from time to time, but don't let it control you. Doubts are temporary, and they only have the power you give them. The key is to focus on your progress, not your failures. Look at what you've already accomplished and use that as fuel to keep going. When doubt tries to creep in, remind yourself that it's just a feeling, it's not a fact. Keep pushing. The more you take action, the more you build belief. Don't let doubt dictate your future. You are bigger than your fears and stronger than your doubts. It's time for a mindset shift. Belief doesn't come from external sources. It's not something you get from others, it's something you must give yourself. You can't rely on outside validation to fuel your confidence. Belief must come from within. The moment you stop seeking approval from others and start seeking validation from your own progress, everything changes. Action is the foundation of belief. Each small victory you achieve reinforces your belief in yourself. If belief is the foundation, action is the brick you lay. Stop waiting for someone to tell you that you're capable. Prove it to yourself. Every step you take, every challenge you overcome is proof that your belief is justified. Start today, build your belief from within, and watch how your entire world shifts. Let me give you some real-world examples of self-belief in action. Think about someone like Oprah Winfrey. She didn't get to where she is by listening to the people who doubted her. She believed in herself even when the world didn't. She took action. And that led to success. The same goes for anyone who has achieved greatness. When they believed in themselves, they took action. And when they took action, they succeeded. That's the formula. Belief, action, success. Your journey isn't any different. When you believe in yourself, you take action. And when you take action, you start to see the results. Self-belief isn't just a nice idea. It's a tool that, when used properly, will change everything. Start cultivating it today and watch how your life transforms. Let me ask you something. How many times have you waited for someone else to validate your efforts, to tell you that you're on the right path? It's easy to fall into that trap, believing that you need others to confirm your worth. But here's the truth. External praise is secondary. The real power lies in validating yourself. When you stop waiting for others to tell you that you're doing well, you unlock a new level of confidence and drive. Your belief in your own worth is what propels you forward, not the approval of others. Belief is the fuel for action. When you truly believe in yourself, your actions speak louder than any words of encouragement. The more you trust yourself, the more you take action. And that action drives progress. So stop waiting. Create your own metric of success. Define your own goals and don't let anyone else's standards dictate your path. It's time to take control of your journey. Start by setting small, achievable goals every day. Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone. Embrace risks. These are the steps that lead to self-validation. You don't need anyone to confirm your worth. You already know it. And the more you act on that belief, the more unstoppable you become. Let me tell you something, the opinions of others don't define your success. For too long, many of us have been living under the shadow of other people's expectations. We've been chasing their approval, constantly trying to meet their standards. But let's make something clear, your success is not their responsibility. You are the captain of your own ship, and it's time to steer your life in the direction that feels right for you. Stop letting other people's judgments or expectations control you. Your journey is yours to navigate. Trust your own judgment. Your path doesn't need to be approved by anyone else. You don't need to fit into someone else's mold. You are the only one who knows what's best for you. It's time to break free. Trust yourself. Follow your own compass. Don't let anyone's opinion sway you from your course. The power to succeed is in your hands, and the only approval you need is your own. Keep moving forward and let the world follow your lead. Your belief in yourself isn't just a feeling. It's a tool. It's the key to unlocking your true potential. Without belief, nothing happens. With belief, everything is possible. Your belief is what will drive you when things get tough. It's what will keep you going when the world doubts you, and it's what will help you push past every obstacle. Let me tell you this, you are the only one who can guarantee your future. It starts with you right now. Your belief in yourself is the foundation for everything you want to achieve. Without it, you're just waiting for someone else to give you permission to succeed. But with it, you become unstoppable. The road ahead is long, but your self-belief will be the map that guides you. You hold the power to create the life you want, but it starts with one simple decision: to believe in yourself. Now take that first step. Believe in your potential and watch as you transform your life. Let's talk about something that holds so many of us back: the illusion of perfection. How many of you are waiting for everything to be perfect before you take action? Maybe you're waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, or the right conditions. Let me tell you this, perfection is an illusion. It doesn't exist. Here's the truth: progress is everything. Perfectionism is paralyzing. It stops you from moving forward because you're afraid of making mistakes. But mistakes are part of the journey. They're not failures, they're lessons. Every time you delay your action because you're waiting for perfection, you miss out on opportunity to grow. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. It will never come. The time to act is now. Make progress, not perfection. Don't let the fear of imperfection hold you back. Start today and watch your progress unfold. Perfectionism is a trap. It's like a carrot on a stick, always just out of reach. You think that if you wait for the perfect conditions, you'll finally succeed. But that's not how success works. Perfection is too high to reach and too far to escape. All it does is keep you stuck. It paralyzes you into inaction. How many times have you waited for the perfect moment, only to realize that it never came? Perfectionism causes procrastination. It makes you stall, holding off on taking action until everything feels just right. But here's the thing, perfect conditions don't exist. The only way to make progress is by taking imperfect action. Start where you are, take what you have, don't worry about making mistakes. The process of growing is more important than getting everything right from the start. Focus on taking consistent steps forward. Every action, even if it's not perfect, gets you closer to where you want to be. Now let's shift the focus. Instead of perfection, let's talk about progress. Progress is what leads to success. It's not about getting everything right on the first try. It's about improving every day, no matter how small the step. Think of your progress as a staircase. Every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. It's the accumulation of these steps that gets you to the top. And yes, sometimes you'll stumble, but that's okay. It's part of the process. The important thing is that you keep moving forward. Look at any successful person. They didn't get there by being perfect, they got there by focusing on progress, not perfection. Every small victory, every little improvement adds up over time, so stop chasing perfection. Embrace progress. Every step you take is a victory in itself. Listen up, action is everything. It doesn't matter how small your step is, as long as you're moving forward. Don't get caught up in waiting for the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. The key to achieving anything is action. Any action. Start small, set small goals, track your progress, celebrate your wins, no matter how tiny. Every little step you take adds up. And as you keep moving, momentum builds. That success happens. It's not about waiting for everything to line up perfectly. It's about taking action, any action, and letting that action lead you to your goals. So stop waiting. Take that first step. Don't worry about being perfect. Just start moving. The perfect moment doesn't exist, but your opportunity to succeed does. Make it happen. Success isn't about reaching a final destination. It's about the journey. Too many people think that success happens all at once, but in reality, it's the sum of all the progress you make along the way. Every small step forward, every improvement, no matter how minor, builds towards something greater. Success isn't a destination, it's a progression. Let me share something with you. No one achieves success overnight. It's not about having the perfect plan from the start or getting everything right every time. It's about continuing to move forward, no matter how many setbacks you face. Think about someone like Michael Jordan. He didn't become the best by being perfect. He became the best because he kept improving, kept practicing, and kept pushing through failures. Every time you stumble, every time you fall, it's part of the process. Those failures are not signs of defeat, they're lessons that help you grow. The key is to keep going. Progress is built on persistence. It doesn't matter if you're not perfect. What matters is that you're moving, growing, and improving each day. Keep making that progress, and success will eventually follow. Here's the reality: progress isn't a sprint. It's a marathon. If you want to achieve real success, you have to commit to growth for the long haul. Success isn't about taking one giant leap, it's about steady, consistent progress over time. The journey to success is lifelong. It's not about achieving perfection today, but about making progress every day. You have to be willing to embrace the slow, steady growth that happens when you commit to improving. This isn't a one-time fix. It's a mindset that you carry with you every day. Every step you take builds a stronger foundation for the future. Think about someone like Warren Buffett. He didn't build his fortune in a day. He did it by making smart, consistent decisions over decades. Success doesn't come instantly. It's built with patience, discipline, and the unwavering of the little bit of progress counts. So stop expecting instant results. Keep moving forward, even when it feels slow. The rewards will come, but only if you make a lifelong commitment to progress. Consistency is your secret weapon. Without it, you have nothing. You can be talented, intelligent, and hardworking. But without consistency, none of those things matter. It's the daily actions, the small steps, the persistence that will get you where you want to go. What happens if you stop watering the plant? It withers, right? The same is true for your dreams. If you don't show up every day, if you don't continue putting in the work, your dreams will slowly fade. Consistency is the foundation on which everything else is built. It doesn't matter how great your ideas or how hard you work for a week. If you stop showing up, it all falls apart. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by working hard for a short burst of time. They got there because they kept showing up day after day, putting in the effort no matter how difficult it became. They didn't give up and they didn't quit when it got hard. They were consistent. So let me tell you something, if you want success, commit to consistency. Show up every single day. That's the real secret to winning. Consistency has a quiet but undeniable power. You may not see the results right away, but trust me, over time, those small, seemingly insignificant actions will compound into something massive. Think of it like watering a plant. You may not see the growth every day, but with consistent care, that plant grows strong and healthy. It's the same with your goals. At times you may feel like your efforts aren't yielding results, but every time you show up, every time you put in the work, you're building something bigger than you realize. Consistency over time is what leads to lasting change. Look at someone like JK Rowling. Her journey wasn't easy. She faced rejection after rejection, but she kept writing. She stayed consistent, and eventually her persistence paid off. Now look at her success. That's the power of consistency. It may feel like you're not moving forward sometimes, but trust the process. Keep showing up, and eventually you will see the results of all your efforts. Success doesn't come overnight. It's the result of thousands of small decisions made every single day. It's not about big, dramatic moments. It's about showing up day in and day out, even when you don't feel like it. How many of you have felt like quitting? Like the results aren't coming fast enough? Let me tell you something, the results will come, but they come through consistency. You don't need overnight breakthroughs. What you need is the discipline to show up every day no matter what. Success isn't a one-time effort, it's a daily practice. It's about staying in the game, even when the road gets tough. Every time you show up, you're building the future you want. So stop waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is now. Show up, keep showing up. It's that simple. Let's talk about the cost of inconsistency. If you don't show up every day, you're not just delaying your success, you're making it harder for yourself. Without consistency, you won't build the momentum needed to reach your goals. You'll get stuck in a cycle of stagnation, constantly starting over instead of making real progress. Think about it, when you're inconsistent, you lose momentum. You take one step forward, then two steps back. You get frustrated, and it feels like you're never moving forward. But if you stay consistent, you build momentum. Things get easier, the path becomes clearer. So let me ask you this, what's the cost of giving up today? What will you lose if you don't show up? Inconsistency creates obstacles, and those obstacles get harder to overcome the longer you put them off. Keep showing up. Stay consistent. The cost of inconsistency is too high. You can't afford to waste any more time. Stay on course and watch how your success starts to unfold. Let me be clear, consistency is not a mystical trait. It's a habit that you can develop with time and discipline. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be consistent. And the best part, consistency starts with small actions, small goals, small changes, small habits. When you commit to these daily actions, you create a ripple effect that compounds into something bigger than you ever imagined. Start small, but stay consistent. The formula takes making your bed, when it's making your daily goal, or even just taking 5 minutes to plan your day. It's about showing up and doing it again tomorrow. Every time you make a small effort and repeat it daily, you build momentum. And that momentum becomes your superpower. Track your progress, hold yourself accountable, set a schedule. These may seem simple, but they're the building blocks of consistency. You don't have to move mountains today, but if you move a pebble every day, one day you'll find yourself standing on top of a mountain. Commit to it now, start today, make consistency your habit, and it will carry you to places you never thought possible. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. That's the formula. The road to success is long, but with consistency, it's guaranteed. Every day you show up, no matter how small the task, you're moving closer to your goal. The secret to success is simple. Stay consistent. It's not about speed or perfection. It's about showing up and doing the work every single day. If you can master consistency, you'll master success. Remember, every small, consistent action compounds into big results. Your future is built on what you do consistently today. We all want results now. I get it. It's easy to get frustrated and feel like your hard work isn't paying off fast enough. But here's the truth. Impatience always costs you. It clouds your judgment, leading you to make poor decisions or rush through crucial steps. Patience is the foundation on which success is built. Without it, your dreams crumble. Ask yourself, how long are you willing to wait for the success you deserve? The pursuit of greatness is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time. Every step, every setback, and every failure is part of the process. Patience is not passive, it's active. It requires discipline, focus, and the belief that your efforts are worthwhile, even when you don't see immediate rewards. Success takes time, and without patience, you risk rushing through this journey, losing valuable lessons along the way. Let me remind you, success is not a race. It's a journey that requires time and patience. It's easy to get caught up in comparing your journey to others, but the truth is, everyone's path is different. You don't need to rush to catch up with anyone. The only race you're in is the one against your own potential. True success is a process. It involves setbacks, learning, and persistent effort. Think of someone like Steve Jobs' road to success was long and filled with challenges. But he kept going, taking one step at a time. The time and effort you put into your journey today will eventually lead to your destination. Don't rush. Embrace your path, your process, and your unique journey. Each step you take will bring you closer to success you've worked for. Patience isn't just waiting around, it's actively contributing to your progress. It's about understanding that setbacks are not failures, they are opportunities to learn and grow. The moment you decide to be patient is the moment you start moving closer to success. Patience allows you to build lasting skills, habits, and resilience. It's what keeps you going when things get tough. Instead of rushing to the finish line, patience allows you to appreciate the process of the lessons it brings. The key to sustainable success is the ability to grow and evolve through the challenges you face, not to avoid them. So shift your mindset. See patience as a tool that accelerates your growth rather than slowing it down. The longer you practice patience, the closer you get to your goals. Trust the process and let patience fuel your progress. There's a danger in rushing. Rushing through the process is like trying to build a house on shaky ground. No matter how fast you go, it will eventually collapse. When you rush, you skip over critical lessons and you don't give yourself the time to fully learn and grow. Yes, it's natural to want quick results, but rushing leads to mistakes. Mistakes that might be irreversible or require more effort to fix. When you rush, you sacrifice quality for speed, and that can hold you back from achieving lasting success. Slow down. Give yourself the time you need. Success is built on a solid foundation, and you can't create that foundation by rushing. Take your time, stay focused, and trust that the effort you put in today will pay off in the long run. Slow and steady wins the race. Success isn't an instant gratification game, it's a journey, and that journey requires patience. Trust the process. Every step you take, even if it feels small, is one step closer to your goal. The time it takes for you to reach success isn't wasted. It's building your experience, developing your skills, and shaping your character. Without patience, you miss the lessons that are crucial for lasting growth. You've heard the saying, good things come to those who wait. But let me tweak that for you, good things come to those who invest in the journey. With every bit of effort, you're laying a foundation for something powerful, so stop rushing and trust that your time will come when you invest in the journey. Each day of consistent effort brings you closer to your dreams. Success is built not on the destination, but on the steps you take along the way. Trust that each challenge is a part of your development and know that your dedication will pay off. Stay focused, keep moving forward. The journey is as important as the destination, and with every step you're closer than you think. Your success isn't for anyone else, it's for you. Too often we measure our progress against others, constantly seeking validation or approval. Let me remind you of something important: success is personal. Your journey should be driven by your own motivations, not the expectations of others. If you're doing this for someone else's approval, you've already lost. Success is about personal growth, about achieving what you set out to do. It's about proving to yourself that you are capable, that you can overcome challenges and achieve your dreams on your terms. The moment you start seeking approval is the moment you hand over control of your life to others. So stop, let go of the need for others' validation. Your success is yours. It's time to shift your focus. Build your success for your own fulfillment, your own pride. When you let go of the need for external validation, you unleash the true power of your potential. Don't let their doubts define your limits. You define your limits. Too often people will tell you what you can and can't do, and it's easy to believe them. But those limitations are not yours to carry. The truth is, most of those limitations exist in other people's minds, not yours. If you've been told you can't achieve something, let that be your motivation to prove them wrong. Take ownership of your journey and push past the limitations others have tried to impose on you. Your potential is not dictated by anyone else's opinion. You are in control of your path, and only you get to decide how far you can go. It's time to break free. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the belief that you can't reach them. Believe in your potential. Trust your strength. Break through the barriers others have put in front of you and prove that you are so much more. Let me ask you something. How many times have you let others' opinions stop you from pursuing your dreams? The more people doubt you, the more room there is for you to prove them wrong. Skepticism is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. When others doubt your potential, see it as an opportunity to prove what you're capable of. Use their skepticism as fuel to keep moving forward. Every time someone questions you, let it remind you that you are capable of achieving far more than they ever imagined. Turn their doubts into motivation. The more people doubt you, the more they underestimate you, and the bigger the chance for you to rise above expectations. Use this as a tool to build your confidence. With every step forward, you'll prove that their skepticism only made you stronger. Keep pushing, keep growing, and let your results speak louder than their doubts. Shatter their expectations. Prove to them that you are capable of so much more than they ever imagined. Too many people will put limits on you based on their own perceptions, but those limitations are not yours to accept. It's time to exceed their expectations and your own. You see, growth happens when you go beyond the boundaries others set for you. When you surpass what they thought you were capable of, you don't just prove them wrong, you prove to yourself that you are limitless. Your potential is not restricted by their opinions, it's defined by your actions. Take bold steps, push yourself harder, surpass every expectation, not just for others, but for yourself. Every time you shatter someone's expectations, you move closer to your true potential. The world won't limit you unless you let it. You are stronger than any expectation, and it's time to break through them all. Your journey is yours alone. No one else can walk it for you, and no one else can define it but you. As you move forward, it's easy to get distracted by others' opinions, but your focus should remain on your path. Don't let external voices drown out your internal drive. Stay focused on your own growth. Your journey doesn't need to look like anyone else's. Your success is defined by your effort. Your goals and your progress, not by the comparisons you make to others. Trust in your process and embrace the lessons that come with it. Your journey is yours and yours alone. Don't let anyone or anything sway you from your purpose. Keep moving forward and know that personal fulfillment comes from pursuing what matters to you, not from seeking approval from others. Stay confident in your path and embrace every moment of growth along the way. When you succeed, they'll come back, but by then you won't need them. Let me remind you that success is the best answer to every doubt, rejection, and criticism you face. Every step towards success is a declaration that you are capable of overcoming obstacles, and success itself is the proof that you've made it. Success isn't just about achieving your goals, it's about showing yourself and others that you are stronger than the setbacks you faced. It's about proving that no obstacle is too great, no challenge too difficult. And when you achieve it, those who doubted you will have no choice but to acknowledge your strength. Stay focused. Keep working. When you reach that moment of success, you'll realize that all the negativity, all the doubt was just noise. Success will always be the best response to their skepticism. Let your results speak for themselves and let them come back only when you no longer need them. Your success is the proof of your capability. Look at where you are now. You've made it this far, and that's worth celebrating. But understand this, the journey is far from over. Each step you've taken, each challenge you faced is part of a bigger picture. You've built self-belief, you've committed to consistency, and you've learned to embrace progress over perfection. But none of these are isolated moments. They are part of a larger journey that's shaping you into the person you're meant to become. Now go out and show them what you're made of. This journey isn't about waiting for the right time, it's about recognizing that every part of it is necessary. Every setback, every win, and every lesson is guiding you forward. Trust the process. You're not the same person you were when you started. You are evolving, and that evolution is what will carry you to the top. So let me ask you, what's stopping you from taking that first step today? Your next step could be the one that shifts everything for you. It's time to act. It's time to move forward with confidence. This journey is yours, make it count. The time to act is now. Too many of us wait for the perfect moment, the right conditions, the right opportunities. But here's the truth, the perfect moment doesn't exist. Success isn't waiting for everything to line up perfectly. Success is built on consistent, deliberate action taken today. Every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. The first step is always the hardest, but once you take it, the rest will follow. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Start turning your vision into reality right now. It doesn't matter how small the step is, what matters is that you start. So stop making excuses. Don't let hesitation hold you back. Take that first step today, it's your time. Start now and then build the future you deserve. The world won't wait for you, and neither should you. Let me remind you, success is not a sprint. It's a marathon. It's not about reaching your goal overnight. It's about showing up every single day, no matter how tough the road gets. Stay consistent. Stay consistent. That's the key. You're going to face setbacks. You're going to encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable. But let me tell you this, each of those setbacks is a lesson. They're stepping stones on your path to success. If you keep moving forward, one step at a time, you will get there. Persistence is what will make all the difference in the end. Remember, the journey is long and the road can get rough. But each challenge you face is strengthening you, building your resilience. So when things get tough, stop. Keep moving. Stay consistent, and success will be inevitable. Every step you take, no matter how small, gets you closer to where you're meant to be. Here's the truth, your triumph is inevitable. You've put in the work and it's paying off. The journey you've taken, the setbacks you've overcome, the lessons you've learned, they've all led to this moment. Celebrate your success, but understand this, your success is not just a victory for you. It's proof of your resilience, your commitment, and your ability to keep pushing forward even when it seemed impossible. Every day you stayed consistent, every day you made progress has led you to this place. And the best part, this is just the beginning. So take a moment, reflect on how far you've come. Recognize your strength and your ability to overcome challenges. You are capable of achieving anything you set your mind to. This triumph is the result of your determination, your focus, and your consistency. You've earned it. Now, go forward with even more confidence, knowing that you have the power to achieve whatever you set your sights on.